Hey everyone, Don here with Don's Question of the Day. Guys, welcome to another edition of DQOTD. Guys, before we get into the first question of this week, make sure you go down below, hit that red subscribe button, subscribe to our channel DQOTD, Don's Question of the Day, and make sure you ring-a-ding-a-ding that notification bell. If you do that, you'll be notified when we come out with a new video. On with the show, guys, and the first question.
Well, hello everyone. It's time for more questions. Guys, these involve things that we don't want to get in the habit of doing. We don't want to make these things repetitive for ourselves. We want to try to stay away from these things as much as possible, mainly because of the way society accepts these certain things, maybe the way people might accept these certain things, or maybe just because they're just plain not good for our everyday lives. So today's question, guys, what is one bad habit that you have? I just need one bad habit that you have, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what your bad habit might be. Maybe something that you've been wanting to get rid of in your life for a long time and you just want to see it gone. So just let me know what that might be in the comments section down below, guys. Would appreciate that very much. Let's get into today's this week's first question and see what you guys had to say. I don't want to be pointing any fingers or anything and perfectly just saying that
I'm not immune to bad habits. I have lots of them. And also maybe that bad habits are up to the person too, because what might be a bad habit to somebody might not be the same to somebody else, meaning that somebody else might not think it's a bad habit. I guess smoking would be considered one of those things, you know. Somebody just kind of pointed this out to me today, and I didn't really think about it like that. I mean, yeah, it's not good for your health. Everybody knows that, but some people might not feel guilty about it. Therefore, it might not be a bad habit to them. Even though it's generally known that smoking is bad for you and can cause health issues and stuff like that. Everybody knows that. And if they don't, they might be in denial or not want to face those facts, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad habit to them. So just throwing that out there, just kind of another thing to think about with this question.
I just wanted to do the video outside because it's so nice out here
and turn into a really nice day, I think, for a lot of us. So there's that. Of course, we had a lot of people saying biting your fingernails is a bad habit that most people would agree is not good for you. But why is that? Maybe because it makes your nails look gross and cruddy? I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact of especially right now with all the things that are going around, just getting germs in your mouth and stuff like that. Or maybe it's just because it's an old kind of habit that people have or had. But biting your fingernails was a big one. That's what one you guys said a lot. I had a couple people actually say picking your nose was another one that you guys admitted to. I mean, some people do. Yeah, it's gross, but you admit sometimes you do it. I liked this one. I thought it was funny. Adopting our renters. These people rent out their homes or houses or whatever, and they end up adopting them, meaning they help them out, with their rent or groceries or whatever it might be, and just maybe letting them get away with a little bit less for the month for rent or whatever it might be, just helping them out. But it doesn't help out your pocketbook either. So they said adopting our renters. I thought that was kind of funny. Not tying my shoes or letting the laces, sticking them inside of the shoe instead of actually tying your shoe, that could be another one.
We've got belching in public, burping.
You turn around like, oh, like what was that? Don't know what that was. Didn't have anybody mentioning flatulence, so there is that one. We've got smoking, chewing. I mentioned that, chewing tobacco and stuff. Both we know are not good for you, and they're not a good habit to have, but people do them. Sleeping too late or sleeping in too late, absolutely. Guilty as charged on that on the weekends sometimes. I mean, who wants to not take advantage of extra sleep, especially when you lose an hour in the springtime? I'm just saying.
Liked this one, and maybe it's one that a lot of us suffer with and
don't take into consideration a lot, but working at a job that I have absolutely no passion for. And that's a good one to accept. It's okay to have, just a mediocre job that, might not make a lot, as long as you're okay with that. If you're not okay with that, quit that job and get another one, or better yet, put in your 2 weeks. Put in your 2 weeks and get another job during that 2-week period, or find one first and then put in your 2 weeks. Don't get me started. But I mean, seriously, if you don't enjoy what you're doing with your job, then find something else and find a job that you can have passion for, and just enjoy it. I enjoy my job. I'm a cashier at a grocery store. I mean, lots of people have that job, but I enjoy my job. I enjoy my customers and getting to know them and just conversing with them every day, and, being there for them, praying for them, all those different kinds of things, just getting to know them. And it's nice to live in a small town where I can do that. So just saying. There's also saying too much, being outspoken in public. Absolutely. A lot of us do that. This was another big one. Procrastinating, a bad habit to have indeed. If you've got stuff to do, you're just procrastinating all the time. And, gosh, I need to get that done. Gosh, I need to get that done. And you just, day after day after day, you're not getting stuff done. It's hard for all of us. I have to take notes and stuff nowadays, or put it in my phone to remember what I'm supposed to be doing each day. And I'm sure that's just, age and just getting older and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm sure we all deal with that in some form or another. Being too proud, that could definitely be something that people don't enjoy being around, and you yourself might not like it either. Might not realize you're doing it too. So not closing my mouth when I chew like gum or food. Nobody wants to hear all that. Just staying. Here's a good one. Sticking my nose in other people's business. Absolutely. We should really, really try not to, pay attention too much to other people's business, because it's none of our business, really. So just saying.
We've got eating too much food, portion
control. I'm not going to go into the whole diet thing, because diets don't work, But yeah, absolutely. There's that bad habit, and definitely guilty of that sometimes. I mean, we all are. So you mentioned like eating chocolate and candy. There were the sweets too, but definitely having a bad habit of eating too much candy or too much chocolate or too much ice cream. That's me. Let's see. Clearing my throat over and over again. Now that was a unique one. I had nobody else tell me that, but I was kind of wondering what they meant, because I was like, well, I mean, if you can't help clearing your throat. And they're like, well, I do it even when I don't need to. I'm like, well, that's interesting. Just having that, because I didn't know that was really a thing, but I guess it could be. And a lot of different habits and stuff could be that way, where you maybe don't realize that you're doing it, or you repetitively, I don't know, scratch your temple, or, do this, or I don't know. I'm just speculating here. So lots of different habits that we get into, things that we do and want to do, when we wake up in the morning, or when we're getting ready for work or school or whatever it might be. We might be doing things that we're not aware of, and somebody else might be aware of it, and might want to point that out to us. So there's that.
Here's the last few that I will leave you with. Wasting time.
Purposely, maybe worrying about things. That can be a bad habit. And we definitely all worry sometimes a little too much. So wasting time, just thinking about things that are out of our control, thinking about tomorrow, not concentrating on today. could definitely be wasting time in our day when we could be fixing that procrastination and getting other things done. We're all guilty of it. I'm definitely guilty of that. So, and we're not pointing fingers here. We're just kind of browsing the bad habit list and things that maybe we could work on, you know, that sort of thing. So it's all supposed to be in good fun and trying to help people, right? That's what this show's all about. Caring too much for other people's problems, perhaps. Not that we don't need to help other people, especially these days, but we all have problems that we could deal with too. And maybe we've helped somebody over and over and over again, and they keep repeating the same problems. That could be a problem with us, and maybe we need to let them deal a little bit more with that problem on their own. Could definitely be something we need to do to help that other person too, because they need to learn how to take care of that issue themselves instead of trying to always help them with the same situation. So there's that. Saying whatever is on my mind. It kind of goes with the outspoken thing, but just being very, very pushy with our words. Like, I'm telling you how it is, you know. And I really thought this one was funny because I'm a pastor's kid originally growing up and stuff, and definitely saw this in church, but dozing off, sleeping in church while the pastor's giving his sermon or, you know, preaching or whatever it is, just falling fast asleep. But like I said, easy to do this time of year because it's spring forward and we lose that stinking hour and we're all so tired. Let's just do away with daylight savings time just altogether. Write your congressman and tell him, let's get rid of it. Just saying. But yeah, dozing off in church. So there's that one. Definitely have done that and have seen other people do it. So I know, especially old men. Just saying. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's question. We've got one more this week. Our second question will be Wednesday and Thursday of this week, and then our results video for that will be Thursday evening. So make sure you check that out and stick around for that on Facebook. The description down below will have that link for you, and you can like our Facebook page. I would really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and thank you for listening to me ramble.
Hopefully we'll be able to film outside some more, guys. I just
love filming outside. It's so nice, like I said, and I don't know, it just has a good feel to it, you know. Just saying. Well, that's gonna do it. I'm Don. Question everything, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.